On July 4th, over 1,000 students at a high school in Songxian County, Henan Province, staged a dramatic escape in response to the school's sudden decision to cancel the weekend break and enforce additional classes. The students scaled the locked school gates in protest. According to multiple students, the school unexpectedly announced that all students were required to stay on campus for classes until 5 p.m. on Saturday and return before noon on Sunday to continue their studies. This sudden change sparked long-standing frustrations among students, serving as a catalyst for the mass rebellion. Students have reported that classrooms at Songxian No. 1 High School are generally plagued by outdated facilities and poor ventilation. One classroom, designed to accommodate 60 students, is only equipped with 2 old wall-mounted air conditioners. These units not only provide limited cooling, but are often turned off. Some students describe the classrooms as hot as steamers, making it impossible to concentrate on their studies. They added, "If the principal could work alongside us in these high-temperature classrooms, we would accept it." That afternoon, a large group of students gathered at the school gates, demanding to be allowed to leave and go home to escape the heat. But the school administration locked the gates in an attempt to prevent them from leaving. After a brief standoff, the students scaled the gates and successfully staged a prison break. To the students, this collective escape was an act of resistance against the school's disregard for the basic rights in favor of improving academic performance and increasing the school's enrollment rate. On July 5th, a student from Donghai campus, Yantai Nashan University, revealed that the local heat wave had persisted for several days, with temperatures reaching up to 42 degrees Celsius. The dormitories were not equipped with air conditioning, only a small hanging fan that provided limited airflow and blew out hot air. Many students had no choice but to seek relief by hanging out in the campus supermarket, which had air conditioning. Since the dormitory doors were locked at night, they could only stay in the supermarket until around 9 p.m. Some students even fainted from the heat and had to be taken away by ambulance. First, let me ask, does the principal's office have air conditioning? The international student dorms have air conditioning and utility fees are fully subsidized. Go there to enjoy the cool air. Others mocked. Even pig farms in China are getting air conditioning and fans. But our university and factories still don't have air conditioning. Seems like pigs are better off than us. In the comments section, people said, "Trash government created trash schools. They are not focused on educating or imparting knowledge, but just on making money and exploiting people. Students endure torment in these schools, with poor families draining their savings, thinking that a university degree would lead to a better life, only to realize that the suffering is just the beginning. More and more graduates are facing unemployment." On July 3rd, a psychology master's graduate from Beijing Normal University, Mr. Fan, who now works as a delivery driver, posted a video with a so-called apology. Some parents felt that his video discouraged hard-working students by making them believe that going to school was useless.
你好，我是老范。
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Fan. I'm not some rich second-generation heir. I'm not putting on a show. I'm currently a delivery driver, and this is my true identity. Here's my graduate degree, my educational credentials. Although everything I said is true, it still doesn't change the fact that, as a graduate student, I chose to take up a job as a delivery driver, which has had a negative impact on society. I deeply apologize for this. My parents have said that after their children study so hard, the little time they get to relax when using their phones, they end up seeing my video, which makes them waver in their belief that education is useful. This has added even more pressure to families who are already not well off, and for that, I apologize. I also want to apologize for the things I said earlier, about how life is tough for ordinary people and how students today are struggling in school. In fact, everyone knows that everything is flourishing now. Everything is developing prosperously, and everyone is happy, and students are also happy. My words were reckless, and I spoke without thinking. For that, I deeply apologize. As a graduate student, I did not go to a good organization or pursue a career that fit my qualifications. Instead, I chose to work as a delivery driver and even took pride in it. This is truly a disgrace, and it has had a severely negative impact on society. My experience and words may have set a bad example for those graduates and for students still in school. A person like me is an unprecedented disgrace, a failure, and a scum of society, and for that I offer my sincere apologies. The vlogger stated that in order to reflect on his mistakes and punish himself, after lunch today, he has not eaten for 5 hours. To further punish himself, he bought some food he dislikes the most, barbecue. He said he particularly hates barbecue and beer. To sincerely show his apology, he planned to record his eating process and let everyone watch him. Then, with a painful expression on his face, the vlogger indulged in a large meal of barbecue and beer for dinner. During the filming of his eating process, the vlogger frequently stated, Belching is just a physiological reaction and doesn't represent my personal preference or satisfaction. Constantly nodding and closing my eyes doesn't mean I'm enjoying it. It's just a natural movement of my mouth while chewing. I actually despise lamb skewers and tenderloin. To thoroughly punish myself, I must eat all this. One person commented that in the absurd and topsy-turvy world of the CCP, the price of speaking the truth could be something ordinary people cannot bear, so the vlogger had to resort to self-mockery and sarcasm as a way to vent his frustration. They don't believe he is putting on an act, as he has truly been under attack and pressure, and his experience is not an isolated case. On July 2nd, a Doian Vlogger posted a video stating that she graduated with a bachelor's degree and is now running a small ice cream stand. In May, she joked in a video that her mother worked hard to support her college education, spending over 100,000 yuan in tuition fees to send her to a medical school. After graduating, she returned home to sell ice cream at a stand, and she admitted that she even felt a sense of sadness when reflecting on it. Some people in the comments section questioned whether she truly had a bachelor's degree, prompting her to post another video responding to them. In the video, she mentioned her alma mater, Dalian Medical University Songxian College, and showed her graduation certificate. The video garnered over 5 million views. On June 27, she received a call from a school leader, urging her to take down the video, claiming that her small business could negatively affect the school's reputation and enrollment. She said, "The phone call lasted over 10 minutes, and it scared me to tears. After hanging up, I immediately wanted to delete the video, but since it was the only video I had that reached over 5 million views, I decided to just hide it instead." She thought that would be the end of the matter, but the school later posted on its official account, claiming that certain students were spreading rumors and defaming the institution to gain attention. The school also told the media that they had not contacted her and accused her of creating a publicity stunt. Some teachers even went to the comments section of her video to attack and slander her. This situation had a significant impact on the vlogger, who said, "I suddenly became the villain." She expressed her willingness to take responsibility for her actions and decided to release the original video that was supposedly defamatory towards the school, allowing the public to comment on who was in the right or wrong. In response, a spokesperson from the university's publicity department stated that the school needed to further verify certain aspects of the incident and was currently not available for interviews. People quickly commented, "I don't know why this university is so nervous. It's a personal issue. The job agreements after graduation are all about individual ability. What's the school so guilty about? If this is considered embarrassing, then the school has very little face to begin with. My friend's school had a similar situation, and students complained about being summoned for talks. Everyone knows how tough the job market is. These schools are too sensitive. Which school doesn't have students with similar experiences? It's really nerve-wracking. Now this school is even less talked about." According to the vlogger's video, she is 25 years old and from Guangxi. After graduating from Dalian Medical University Zhongshan College, she worked at a local hospital, but she was assigned to a job unrelated to her major, and after 2 years, she resigned. 3 months ago, she began running an ice cream stall selling mango ice cream and recorded the process in videos. Some people pointed out that someone like her, who could set up a stall and start a business, is already doing something impressive. Similar to the master's graduate working as a delivery driver, at least they have food and can support themselves. Yet the school cannot tolerate that. Many students graduate and face unemployment, but the school doesn't care. Students already facing financial difficulties not only have to meet tough job requirements, but often fall victims to scams. Will these schools speak out for them? They won't. On July 3rd, 2 girls from Henan went to work in a factory during the summer to earn some tuition and pocket money, but they were first tricked into paying a medical examination fee, but never received the exam. After working for over a week in the factory, they were only scheduled for 2 days of work before being left without any further shifts. How much did they actually earn? From 8 a.m. to after 6 p.m., worked all day and earned 27 yuan. This girl is just outrageous. This girl worked for 2 days and earned 100 yuan, a bit better than me, but she has to do the work of 3 people by herself. One of them spent a lot of their own money to get the job, including over 300 yuan for travel expenses, plus accommodation, medical checkup fees, and other costs, totaling nearly 1,000 yuan. In the end, she only worked for a day and a half and earned a total of 70 yuan. The 2 girls showed their phones to the camera, saying the food provided by the factory was grayish, like it was moldy, and the pork was mostly fatty with hair still on it, making it impossible to eat. Someone commented, "This kind of company is a professional scammer. They scam medical checkup fees, insurance fees, The bosses of such factories are local police and government officials. Another said, "Is the hourly wage at Henan really 3 yuan? This is a whole new level of disbelief. Has the CCP become a land of free laborers? No wonder it's so powerful." Recently, a freshly graduated university student was fired after just 1 day of working as a security guard. Following the emotional breakdown, the young man gave a public speech on the Hangzhou subway, a video of which resonated with many netizens. He explained that the security company never signed any service or labor contract with him, and that the company was obligated to pay him according to Hangzhou's minimum wage, which is 24 yuan per hour. "I got fired after just 1 day. Guess what my job was? I was a security guard. I have to tell you all, in Hangzhou, even if you work for just 1 day, you should demand your pay. Whether you're a security guard, a delivery driver, a decent person, an ordinary worker, or an office worker, you all deserve to get what you're owed. Don't let those companies and their lackeys intimidate you. This world is so unfair to us workers. I hope everyone will stand up and claim what you're rightfully entitled to." The young man also introduced himself, saying he had just graduated from a university at 22 years old. After years of studying, he came to the city to fight for a future, only to be exploited by so-called capitalist entrepreneurs. He asked the crowd, "Which one of you wants to work 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week? You all want 8-hour shifts with 2 days off." The subway carriage was very quiet at the time. No one mocked him, nor did anyone look at him strangely. On the contrary, some listened in silence, while others lowered their heads in deep thought. When he got off the train, a stranger even gave him a silent hug. The video quickly went viral across Chinese social media, resonating with 500,000 people. Some people praised his bravery, with one saying, "The unemployed man spoke out of the frustration and sorrow we adults feel. Some companies don't even pay wages for trial days, and others dismiss new hires just because they don't meet the company's standards. You could fire someone, but you must give us the hard-earned wages we deserve. Even if the pay isn't much, it's still what we worked hard for." Later, the young man posted a video in response expressing his happiness that his speech had garnered attention. He said, "I'm not crazy and I'm not depressed. I just hope to raise awareness. Everyone should be brave and say no to injustice." But the video of his speech has been taken down. The struggles of the working class continue to persist. The phenomenon of people receiving salaries without working in some state-owned enterprise and public institutions has been continuously exposed. Public dissatisfaction is steadily rising. Recently, a labor intermediary from Henan posted a video criticizing the situation, revealing that many people in state-owned enterprises don't work but still receive their wages. Why is it that the labor dispatch workers who are actually doing the work can only earn 4,000 to 5,000 yuan a month, while the official employees in state-owned enterprises who are on post without doing any work or even not showing up to work at all can earn 7,000 to 8,000 yuan a month, plus benefits like social insurance and housing funds? In the comments section, someone shared, "My classmate's mother is on a post at the Tobacco Bureau, earning over 10,000 yuan a month, yet she doesn't have to go to work every day." Another added, "Not only do they not have to work, but when the time comes, they also receive a high pension. Why are people with official positions living such a good life? It's because they have dispatch workers carrying the load." Many hospitals in 3rd and 4th-tier cities have back office jobs filled by the wives, sister-in-law, and other relatives of officials. They show up to work easily every day, yet earn more money than frontline doctors. Someone said, "Earning a salary without working in the system is earning money through bad conscience. It's the same nature as the money made by scammers in Myanmar. The difference is that scammers fleece one person at a time, while those who take a salary without working are exploiting the blood and sweat of the entire nation. Scammers ultimately bear the stigma, while these people taking empty salaries set up their own facade, falsely claiming to serve the people." In recent years, as China's economy continues to sink, the unemployment rate among young people has risen, particularly among recent graduates who have become the hardest hit. They often struggle with a huge gap between their expectations and the harsh reality, burdened by a lack of work experience, the enormous cost of their education, and their families' high expectations. In an effort to alleviate tensions, the authorities recently introduced a policy encouraging university graduates to retain by enrolling in vocational technical schools. The Zhongzhou Railway Vocational and Technical College 2025 Independence Entrance Examination Enrollment Regulations reveals that 3 programs have a note indicating that they are open to undergraduate graduates. These 3 programs are Electric Multiple Unit Assembly and Maintenance Technology, High-Speed Railway Comprehensive Maintenance Technology, and Railway Transportation Operation Management. Each of these programs has an enrollment plan of 45 students. In addition, statistics from Guangdong Lingnan Vocational and Technical College shows that in the past 2 years, the college has enrolled over 150 undergraduate and higher level graduates who have retained and obtained technical skill certificates. Most of these graduates come from non-elite 985 and 211 universities, but there are also some master's and doctoral graduates, as well as alumni from 985 universities. Many of these retaining graduates say that learning a new skill has opened up new opportunities in their careers. In recent years, an increasing number of university graduates have chosen to retain at vocational schools to acquire skills, hoping to gain both a bachelor's degree and practical skills, thus expanding their career opportunities. According to Zalping.com's 2024 University Graduate Employment Survey report, 52% of graduates believe retaining to acquire new skills improves employment prospects, as the market demands specialized skills, leading to more job opportunities. Additionally, 43% say multiple skills create diverse career paths, and 33% note that retaining builds social experience. A commentator stated that the CCP's policy, which appears to invert traditional educational hierarchies, highlights 2 issues. First, the commenter argued that China's higher education system is fundamentally flawed. Graduates from top universities struggle to find jobs, while those from ordinary institutions face bleak prospects. Students and families invest significant time and money only to find their efforts futile. They discover society has little need for their so-called talents, forcing them to retain to adopt. The commenter claims the original schools exploited them financially. Second, the commenter asserts that systemic rigidity and entrenched class divisions have reached extremes. Most job opportunities are controlled by the bureaucratic elite, making it nearly impossible for ordinary people to advance through education. The commenter suggests society signals to the working class that, regardless of education or effort, they will remain laborers. A Chinese proverb states, "When things reach an extreme, they reverse." The commenter argues that the CCP's authoritarian rule relies on deceiving laborers into believing they are the nation's masters. Once these workers recognize their true status and realize they've been misled for years, they will become the CCP's true adversaries.